Dungeons owes most of its inspiration to Bullfrog's popular Dungeon Keeper series, and it's tempting to label it a mere imitation of the classic strategy franchise. As in Dungeon Keeper, you defend your dungeon's heart from invading heroes, your minions dig tunnels at your command, and you summon swarms of baleful baddies to keep the heroes from running off with your treasure. Yet Dungeons quickly distinguishes itself with a fairly novel execution. For one, you directly control Deimos, a dungeon lord whose devilish girlfriend nabbed his throne and kicked him out along with his wicked goblin sidekick. Now, Deimos has to regain his empire one dungeon at a time by harvesting soul energy from greedy invading adventurers. Instead of mowing down these underworld intruders as they enter your dungeon, you lure them into its depths by sprinkling your halls with predictable frills like traps and chests of gold, as well as less common enticements like libraries and hidden armories. Think of it as role reversal. Once they've had their fill, the happy adventurers try to amble out with their pockets stuffed or hack apart your life-giving dungeon heart. And that's when you cut them down and harvest their soul energy in gruesome cages. This soul energy grants prestige, which in turn lets you buy more items to make your dungeon more attractive so you can leech off increasingly stronger heroes. The result is a game that's less a hack and slash and more a quirky mishmash of tycoon-style management and tower defense. This approach has its limits. Combat quickly grows repetitive, even with talent trees and new abilities. Advancement is slow, and many missions and challenges seem more like busy work than fun. And since your summoned minions serve only to distract heroes or the occasional rival dungeon lord, you end up chasing down and clobbering every foe yourself. The micromanagement involved is often overwhelming, and the work involved in keeping your heroes happily chasing their carrots often leaves you feeling more like a diabolical nanny instead of a true Lord of Darkness. Match these shortcomings with an unwieldy UI, a weak tutorial, and a few unresponsive minions, and the current $40 price tag seems a bit steep, even if you take into consideration the well-conceived sandbox maps. It may not be the second coming of Dungeon Keeper, but Dungeons isn't really a bad game. It's just a little hard to recommend at full price, given its rough edges. A patch here and a price drop there will go a long way towards sprucing up its not entirely welcoming halls.